Here are 4 characteristics that I looked for at the animal shelter, plus a bonus tip at the end. Jodie was 11 weeks when I met her. I went to the shelter and it was a little overwhelming. I stayed for the next 2 hours to observe and interact with them. The first thing I looked at was neuroticism, or skittishness. I wanted a cat that wasn't anxious or high-strung or insecure. So many of the kittens and cats that I met with were so scared that they would hide behind the cat tower or the cat tunnel or anything they could find. One kitten was so scared that she literally froze to the spot, closed her eyes, and would not move. So when I met with Jodie, she wasn't scared of me, she wouldn't hide, and she would play with the toys that I gave her. She was very curious and she would come towards me and always keep an eye on me, but she was not scared at all. The second thing I was looking for was Extrav Vision, or outgoingness. I was looking for a cat that was naturally curious. I imagined that this curiosity would help overcome a lot of the fear instinct that cats have. If your cat has a lot of curiosity, they are naturally easier to train. The downside of a curious cat is that they need a lot of play and stimulation to satisfy their curiosity. They get tired of the same toys very easily. If these types of cats are not stimulated, they can end up with destructive tendencies to pass the time. So if you don't have a lot of time to play with your cat, you may not want a super curious one. Impulsiveness in cats means that they are quick to react to stimulation without much of a thought. This tends to make them freak out at things. For example, the impulsive cat will not be happy if you rearrange the furniture. They will not be happy if their food is a tiny bit late, or if they go somewhere out of the blue. They are happier when their life is predictable and has routine. So non-impulsive cats are less threatened by change and are less likely to be stressed when going out. There are times where Jodie and I go shopping on a whim or take a walk, and these are not set schedules. She takes them in stride and is not very stressed because she is a non-impulsive cat. If you have a non-impulsive cat like Jodie, then you can be a little bit more lenient with your schedule. Fourth and finally, I was looking for a sociable cat. I wanted her to be comfortable meeting new people and new animals without getting stressed out. I also made sure to speak with the volunteers because they are the ones that were interacting with the cats and kittens every day. And I asked which ones were more likely to want to be held or petted or interact versus the ones that were very scared. So I went around and watched for the cats and kittens' reactions to my presence. Did they seem like they were scared, or did they want to say hi? Most of the cats and kittens were not reactive when I came around. They were either sleeping or with playing by themselves or with their litter mates. Jodie's reaction stuck out to me because she kept meowing at me and stuck her tiny paw out through the crate to try to get closer to me. So here's a bonus tip. Don't go in with a preconceived notion of what type of cat, what age of cat, what color cat you're looking for. To me, it was more important to get the right personality of a cat than what they look like. So when I started looking for a cat, I would go on Pet Finder or online and I would see all these pictures of these beautiful kittens, and many times I was sure, oh, that's the one, or that's the one, that's the one. But in the end, I ended up going into the animal shelter and just spending some time with them because you just don't know. And just because a cat is the color you wanted, or it's a kitten, or it's a cat, you just don't know. So please go in with an open mind, and I think that will give you a better result. In the end, Jodie's temperament and personality were exactly what I was looking for.